This is Microsoft Word Lab 6, Formatting a Biography. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to insert a header into our document. So we're going to click on the Insert tab, and we're going to go over to the Header command. When you click on the Header command, you can choose a design for your header. I'm going to choose this one. In the header, we're going to type our first name and last name, our period number, and a biography of Steve Jobs. Pause this video to insert your header in your document. After you've typed your first and last name, your period number, and a biography of Steve Jobs in your header, you can close your header. Now we're going to insert a page number at the bottom of our page. So let's go back to the Insert tab. We're going to click on the Page Number command, hover over Bottom of Page, and then pick your page number design. After you have inserted your page number, you can then close your footer. Pause this video to insert a page number at the bottom of your page. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to insert word art for our title. So I'm just going to move my text down here on my page so I can fit my word art at the top. And I'm going to go back to my Insert tab, go over to my word art icon, and I'm going to choose a word art style. And I'm just going to move my text box so it's at the top of my page here. And I'm going to make my title The Apple Man for Steve Jobs. Now I'm just going to format this. I'm going to make my font color red. Pause this video to insert word art and make your title The Apple Man and also format your text. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to add a picture of Steve Jobs to our document. So I'm just going to click out of my word art text box because we don't want to put our picture in the word art text box. And I'm going to go back to my Insert tab. I'm going to click on Online Pictures, and I'm going to search for Steve Jobs. And I'm just going to choose a picture that I like and hit Insert, and that picture will pop up on my screen. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to make my picture look a little bit more neat on my document here. So I'm going to change the size of it. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. And remember, if you want to move your picture around, you have your layout options here, and you can select height to move your picture around easily on the page. But I'm just going to center align my picture so it's nice and neat on my page. And then I'm also going to format it. So I'm going to click on my Format tab, and I'm going to choose a border for my picture, and I'm going to make that border red so it matches my title. Then I think I'm going to change the layout and just move it neatly on my page. And I'm going to fix this because I don't want my picture in the middle of my text. So I'm going to click at the beginning of my paragraphs, and I'm just going to hit Enter so my paragraphs move down below my picture. Pause this video to insert a picture of Steve Jobs, format the picture, and also position it neatly on your page. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to format the text in our paragraphs. So we're going to select all the text below the picture. So even on the next page, go down to where it says Works Cited and your citations and everything. And then we're going to go up to our font style command, and we're just going to make it Times New Roman. And then we're going to make it font size 14, just so it's a little bit easier to read. Pause this video to select the text below the picture and make your font style Times New Roman and your font size 14 point. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to find the quote in our first paragraph, and we are going to select the quote because I want it to stand out a little bit, and we're going to make it bold and italic. Pause this video to find the quote in your first paragraph and make it bold and italic. Now we're going to select just our 3 paragraphs even on the next page. And we are going to set the spacing to double. So we're going to go up to the paragraph command group. We're going to click on the line and paragraph spacing command, and we're going to set it to 2, which is also known as double spaced. Pause this video to set the line spacing for your 3 paragraphs to double. The next thing that we're going to do is we are going to put a first line indent for our 3 paragraphs. So we're going to go up to our ruler, and you're going to go up to your first line indent marker. We're going to click, and we're going to drag it to 1 inch. So now your first line of each paragraph should have a 1 inch indent. Pause this video, select your 3 paragraphs, and apply a 1 inch first line indent. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to put our works cited page on its own page. So your works cited page always needs a separate page in your document. So click in front of works cited, and then you're going to go to your insert tab, and then you're going to click on page break. And then you'll see it move down to your next page. Pause this video, click in front of the title works cited, and insert a page break in your document. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to format our title a little bit. So I'm going to select my title works cited, go to my home tab. I'm going to make the title underline, and I'm also going to center align the title. The last thing that we're going to do on this page is we're going to apply a hanging indent to the citations. So I'm going to select my citations. I'm going to go up to my ruler. I'm going to click on my hanging indent marker, and I'm going to move it a 1/2 inch. Pause this video to format your title works cited and apply a hanging indent to the citations. Now we're going to edit the layout of our page a little bit, and we're just going to adjust the margins. So we're going to go on our layout tab, and we're going to click on margins. We're going to go down to custom margins, and in the top left, bottom, and right, we're going to make it 0.7 inches. So I'm just going to use my arrows here. So I'm going to click down to 0.7 for the top, click down to 0.7 for the left, click down to 0.7 for the bottom, and click down to 0.7 for the right. And then I'm going to hit OK, and then you'll see your margins change. Pause this video to set your top, bottom, left, and right margins to 0.7. The last thing that we're going to do is we're going to design a page border for our document. So we're going to click on the Design tab and then go to Page Borders. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pick a page border that I like, and I'm going to choose a color that I like. And I don't want my page border to block my header or my footer, or cover my header or my footer. So I'm going to turn the top and the bottom borders off. So I'm just going to click the top icon and the bottom border icon, and that won't put the border at the top or the bottom of my document. And I'm just going to hit OK, and the border will just be on the sides. Pause this video to insert a border on the sides of your document. This is the end of the Lab 6 formatting a biography. Make sure that you save your work.